Okay, so I got it in here. Now we want to keep it a bit taut, so there we go. That should be sufficient. So, for my tests, I've been running this at 5 volts, not 15, because it's high speed. Of course, you have to work a bit faster. You have to be more alert and diligent. So I think I'll decrease this down to 10 volts, 9 volts, 10 volts. Stupid bug. And it is dead. Okay, good. So, we're gonna go ahead. Okay, so we have to make sure this side's tied down tightly, because this fishing line is slippery. So, there we go. I'm going to turn on the spinning motor, and it'll start to twist. And the way of gauging the amount of force or tension this string is under is by this spring here. So we want to increment this at a rate where the spring remains at a roughly constant size. You know what, I'm going to up this to 15 volts. It'll be fine. So you can see there, we want to keep it at the same pace. Of course, this dial here is the dial in speed. There we go. And you can see it starts to do the thing. So I'll increase the speed now so it matches. Well, a bit less, because if there's not enough tension, it starts doing other stuff. But you can see here, quite nice. So of course, once it's done, we simply turn that off, turn both of them off, and now it's under tension, and I'm going to release some of the tension, because we don't want that much tension for this step, so we just want it to not quill over on itself. So here I have a switch and a heating element, so all I'm going to do is flip this on. When it starts to glow, turn it off, and that'll give it some heat. We want this at roughly 100 Celsius. Now, for the final model, I'm going to put a thermometer on it so we can get accurate temperature, but I'll just cycle it once or twice. No, 3 times should be enough. Maybe a bit longer, actually. Yep. I can feel the plastic starting to soften, so that's a good thing. So just do this a few times. I'm probably going to replace it with a button in the end, because this is rather annoying to use, but do that one last time, bit higher heat. Yep, that's nice and toasty, and I can feel it loosening. Okay, so now I'm simply going to let this cool down. Shouldn't need much time. I can just hold it like this, cool it down, blow on the elements to cool the elements down. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this. I'm going to turn this by hand, and I'm going to increment this over a bit so it doesn't go flying, and pull this off. Look at that, we made a mussel. That was insanely quick, right? Now, yeah, this is a bit short, but proof of concept. But this is actually quite strong, a lot stronger than the handmade ones I've made, because, you know, they're under a lot more tension, so consistent results, that's what we're after. Of course, this is going to have to be scaled up in the end, but, I mean, it works, and that was, what, 2 minutes? So, yeah, 2 minutes just by one person. Meanwhile, the other method needs 2 people, one person to hold the drill and the other to hold the end of the string, and, of course, not consistent, but look at that. Pretty cool.